shift in your life? Do you seek answers to the human experience? Well, welcome to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. It's a 2-hour safe haven for your questions and Spirit's answers, and you can transform your life. Right now on WHFS in Tampa and WWNN in South Florida, Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium who can assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. For the next 2 hours, listen and call in toll-free, 888-565-1470, 888-565-1470, and watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and share love and light.
There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light. There's a light. There's a light that opens.
Yes, indeed, there's a light right here on WHFS 1010 AM 92.1 and 103.1. And we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. We're at the crossroads of life. Where are you? Are you standing on the corner wondering which way do you go? Do you not know the path that you need to follow? Have you had difficulty in making the choices as to the ones that will serve you the best? Are you struggling? Or are you just afraid to make a wrong move? So you figure stagnation and being frozen in time might serve you better. Well, we're all at a crossroad at one point or another, but We actually all are at the crossroad of closing out 2021 to the 2022 time. And as we move ourselves into the energy of 2022, where are you going? What's next for you? Many of us don't recognize the power in our own choices. And that when we choose to stay stagnant in things that make us uncomfortable or don't bring joy to us, that we miss opportunities that are here for us along the way. So tonight, we're going to take you off that street corner and we're going to move you into the direction of where you ultimately would like to be. All of us need a roadmap. And inside, in the soul, there is a wonderful GPS system that is actually guiding you. But it's a lot of the conditioned ways of being that prevent us from moving forward, prevent us from stepping out of fear, prevent us from really living our full capacity and our true joy. So have you moved yourself in the direction of what you want? Are you afraid to leave that house because you've been there for so long and it's just too much hassle? Have you been in a job for a long period of time and even though it's been all right, you want more, but you're afraid to take the chance? Are you in a relationship that doesn't serve you, that you're not feeling the joy in your life anymore? What is slowing you down? And what prevents you? And know that a series of choices do not have to be set in stone, that you can make a choice and then choose to change and then choose into a different direction and move in another direction, and maybe to others appear to be going in a circle, but all the while you're making headway. Because you're exploring possibilities and learning what you want and what you don't want. Most of us are afraid to discover what we don't want because we'll look at it as a failure. Better to know that we've tried than never tried at all. Failure leads to success. It begins to make you aware of what works and what doesn't work. Some of the greatest discoveries on this planet, they came by trial and error. And from the trial and error, it was able to yield a perfect result, but not initially. There's always adjustments that have to be made. Why is it that when we choose something in our life, we feel like it has to be, that's it. That's where I want to be, or that's the person. I want to meet my person. About $1 every time someone says, is this my person? I don't know. Are you the person you want to be in order for them to be the person? You've got to put yourself in the energy of what you want. And when I say energy, I mean the feeling, I mean the visualization, I mean the acceptance that you're worthy and the receptivity that it's coming. Your arms have to be open to receive. If your arms are crossed, how can it get to you? And in the journey, how do you know if you're happy until you put your foot on the path and see if you even like the scenery? Can you tell all the way down the street if you're going to like what the end of the street looks like if you've never seen it before? No. You need to go. How many of you have been on a vacation or went somewhere and said, oh, I think I could live here. I'd like to live here. You got a feeling. There was a prompting. There was an energy. There was something that you connected with there. And then sometimes we return on another visit and we go, yes, but you know what I didn't notice? I didn't notice the traffic, or I didn't notice how close the houses are together. Then maybe you'll choose not to make that move. But does that mean the first thought was the wrong thought? It means at first glance there was something about that area that appealed to you. And on second glance, it didn't meet the criteria. We have to look at choices as having many levels. The thought of it, the wish of it, the direction it could take us, the welcoming of its arrival, its fulfillment, and the action necessary to make the choice. And then the sitting in the choice, in the moment of, this is what I choose. and moving forward. And I've known many people who've made a choice only to go back to something that they felt more comfortable with. Now, what was that? Because they made the wrong choice, or they were afraid of the choice they made, and fear of the unknown kept them wanting to go backwards? Well, everyone has their story. So ask yourself this question. If I could choose anything to change in my life, and I'm at the crossroad right now, would I move forward? Am I brave enough, strong enough? Do I feel I'm worthy enough to go where I desire? Or will you perhaps just sit and wait for something monumental to happen to push you into the choice? Many people are forced into a choice because something on the outside forces their hand. And look at the story of 2020 and 2021. How many people reinvented themselves or had to get creative as to how they would sustain their households, acquire money? How many people had to work beyond what they thought was possible because it required a lot more effort to get their job done? How many people who are such social butterflies never thought they'd be able to stay in their house for 2 days, let alone 6 weeks? We're all capable of doing things. We all can show up. But this reevaluation of where you are now is paramount. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect things to change. Another popular thing people say is, I'm feeling stuck. And this precedes 2020. It's just gotten a little worse. But people don't understand that if you don't choose to change something in the crossroad of where you are, looking for a new direction, nothing's going to change. If you're feeling lost and you don't pull over and ask for directions, you're going to drive in circles. I know it sounds obvious if you hear it as I present it to you now, but when we're entangled in our emotions and our fears and our concerns and our uncertainty and fear of the unknown, it becomes a little more difficult to just make a choice. One of the things I don't like is not knowing where I'm going. I don't like that feeling. I don't like feeling lost when I'm in the car. It kind of dates back to when I first learned to drive. You know, you've got a lot going on. You've got to learn, how to watch for traffic and how to stop and how to accelerate and merge. There's so many different things that you're learning when you're a new driver. And then when you go to new areas of town, other towns surrounding your town, you don't know which way the streets are going, and you don't know what road leads to another. So you really have to pay attention. And often it takes longer to get somewhere. I never liked that feeling because then I felt like I was going to be late, or I wasn't going to be able to figure out where I needed to go. And of course, GPS was kind of new then, so I didn't really have that. And it's not like when you're driving, you rolling out the map while you're driving. Well, I've seen people do that. It's quite the trick. So when I would be in that spot, I would have to kind of breathe. I could feel myself getting a little nervous. And there was one very particular time, which now I look back and it's funny. It's funny to me to think that I got overwhelmed, but I was in a town called New Rochelle, New York. And New Rochelle, New York has a few one-way streets in this one particular section. And I was in an event, and it was during a time where I was doing a lot of service, public service work, and I had won a contest, and I was being featured at that particular event. And I had this crown on my head. It was part of the Miss America pageant program. Pretty funny to see a girl driving around New Rochelle, New York with a crown on her head, not really knowing where she was going. And then finally having to give in and pull into a gas station. And then I had to get out of the car. That was even crazier. And now I'm walking into the gas station building, and I'm into the little opening, and I'm trying to figure out where I am. And so they had to help me figure out how to get from where I was to where I needed to go, because there was a series of one-way roads, and I was already driving in circles, and I couldn't get to the one spot. And I remember feeling very overwhelmed and afraid I was going to be late, and very self-conscious that I was standing in the middle of New Rochelle, New York with a crown on my head. It was kind of weird. I was okay driving, and when you put a crown on your head, I gotta tell you, put so many bobby pins in, you really have to make sure it's on, so it's something you do before you go anywhere, if that could make sense. And I say this because I want to make light of the experience, but the experience is very much like what we go through as adults. The minute we realize we don't know where we are or who we are or what to do next or what's the right path, and we realize we've already made a few wrong turns on the crossroad of life. How many of you have made wrong turns? And then you sit there and think, I can't afford to make another mistake. And then fear sets in. And then you think, I might miss an opportunity. I might be late for something in my life. In my case, I was afraid to be late for my own performance. Not a good thing. So we're in this state of uncertainty and fear and this feeling of, I don't want to make another mistake. So how many of you have felt as if you've made a few mistakes and you can't afford to make another mistake? I can see the hands going up from here. Financial mistakes, relationship mistakes, even health-related mistakes. You know, I coulda, woulda, shoulda taken better care of my body. Why didn't I pay attention to this? Now I have to deal with an outcome. We're always at a crossroad. And many of us fall victim to procrastination. We know what we need to do, but we just don't want to do it. And it's more the task of doing it, and sometimes it's the fact that we're just annoyed with ourselves that we didn't do it in the first place. And so here we are. So wherever you are, and if you're running around with a crown in your head, I sincerely hope you've got a good reason. But we're all kings and queens in our own energy. But don't take yourself so seriously. And don't look at life as something that is always in these absolutes. A right move, a wrong move. We can recalculate, right? How many investors have made investments and they didn't pan out, and maybe they could kick themselves, they didn't pull out sooner, but they pull out. And then they wait and they evaluate, and then they enter the market in some other way, a different stock, a different flow of money. And then they make that money back, and then some. So we've all made choices that don't make us happy. And it's how we choose to take ourselves out of that pattern and put ourselves in a new position, a new path. It's how we make that choice that determines the ease and grace with which we transition from one road to another. And we also need to have a willingness to ask for help. I don't know where it is that people think that they have to figure it out for themselves. There are many people who can give us guidance in the world. It's part of the reason why I show up here every Wednesday from 6 to 8 to offer guidance. And I will tell you that although we'll seek guidance from friends and family and experts in different areas of life that we may be looking into, a lot of times they're mixed with opinion. When you go to the divine and you ask assistance from your guides and your angels, it is the purest of light and guidance. But ultimately, inside of you, you know the exact right thing to do and how and when you want to do it. And you can choose that. Be open to the path of change. Wherever you are now, if you've thought, I want to make a change, don't look at all the things that are against the change. Find a way to get there. Pull over. Take a look at your map. Ask for assistance. And really take a good look at the destination. Maybe you always thought you wanted to be somewhere else, or to live your life in a different way. And now, as you look it over, before you set forth on your journey, you realize there's something even better out there. Remember, life is a choice. And this choice to live our life, we can live in joy and harmony. We can live in stagnation and disappointment. The choice is yours. Well, here at the Crossroads on WHFS and also live on WWNN, we are journeying it together. So let's take a walk down the road, you and I, and see where you might end up. Stay with us, everyone. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and that's me, Sarah Spiritual, and I'm happy to be your guide on the path of life. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you know me? Do I know you? Have we met before? I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your soul? Because you know, you know.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470. Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each
Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. for insightful, intuitive messages on WHFS. Sarah Spiritual is a spiritual advisor and transformational coach who will assist you. Join Sarah Spiritual for a powerful hour of life's questions and spirit's answers. I've got a feeling you'll love Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Standing
1470, and we've got calls all across the nation. We've got people calling from Massachusetts, Nevada, Connecticut, here in South Florida. So we are so happy to be connecting with all of you. So we are going to go right to the phone lines. Jot the number down. If you're driving, 888-565-1470. Just kind of make a mental note and hit speed dial so it's easier for you to do it. And those of you at home or watching us on Facebook and YouTube, we welcome you. And if you'd like to see the show live on Facebook and YouTube, then you can go to Sarah Spiritual and catch one of our pages. I've got to go to the phone lines, and I've got Denise, and Denise is in Pembroke Pines. Denise, how are you?
Good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Denise. Where are you on the crossroads of life, and how can I assist you tonight?
I don't know where I am on the crossroads. I'm hoping you have something you can share with me.
Well, you know, you're on a reset, your personal reset. Life has not been the same, and things are feeling a little empty. And you're also not feeling like you're supported by the people around you in the area of the work environment. Yes, we made a change in our work environment, yes? Well, let's go to the romance section, because that's not what we were talking about.
Oh.
So we were talking about the romance section, yes? And this
okay.
relationship is still just holding its course. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And you'll see where it'll go from there. But know that it's really more of a, I don't know, a rest stop along the path of life. It's not the final destination. What's your question on your son, Denise? Because we do want to make sure we answer that question.
Oh, no, no, no. I thought you were saying something about the partnership. I thought you meant there was something with the business and the partnership. I guess I
Okay.
misunderstood what you were saying.
That's quite all right, Denise. So this is a focus for you for your business right now, and building friendships. That is the message from Spirit. And just
Okay.
staying on the path and focusing on this expansion for yourself.
Okay. One other question I do have is my daughter's trying to conceive. I know I've asked you about this before, but I guess we're on the last try.
I don't understand why they say the last try. There's never a last try.
Well, she's doing IVF, so in her head, I guess this is the last shot at it.
Okay, well, ask her not to look at it that way so she doesn't stop herself from having the result that she desires.
Well, I did. I
Okay.
already did.
Then that's the answer. If she
Okay.
thinks it's a last try and she's coming from a place of desperation, she squeezes the joy and the possibility of the desired outcome. It's really a very simple formula in this. She
Right.
has to believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is successful and that this time is unique. She has to be open to that. Okay.
I said the same thing, so we're on the same path.
You are on the same path. You're on the same wavelength. You're getting the message correctly. You've opened up to your spirituality over the past 5 years tremendously. And know that you're fully
Right.
supported by your guides and your angels on the other side. All right, my
Okay.
dear. Thank you so much for calling. Bye for now.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
All right, bye.
888-565-1470. And we've got Pamela, and she's in Massachusetts. Pamela, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, Sarah.
Good. And how can we assist you tonight?
Oh my gosh. Well, first, I always have to start because I just love you so much
Thank
with
you.
Preach, Sarah, Preach. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me, your topics and your timing and when I'm calling, every couple months or whatever. And I've been there, the path, the choices, the crossroads. So I'm there again, but feeling pretty positive about it. I have a little project going on. It's been going on now for quite some time, at least 5 or 6 months. And each little incremental step I make, I am grateful to your guidance and your boss's guidance, as you always say. So I have a new partner that's helping support me, not a relationship, not a love, but a
Correct.
person that has the expertise to help me with regards to the specialization that I need.
Yes.
So my question is, Sarah, tell me how things are looking with this person. I can give you initials.
Okay, we'll take that.
Okay. The initials are MC,
Okay.
and they're a specialist to help me with this project or these circumstances.
Right.
And I just want to know, I talk to numerous people, so I want to know that they are the choice for my highest and best to achieve the result I'm looking for, that they're looking for with me, and that they are, it sounds silly, but one of my tribe. They want the best result for me, and they will treat me fairly.
Well, they are vested in this. They have, they see the reason why we need to move forward in this project, and they understand that we need a balance. And this year for you, 2021 into 2022 for you, Pamela, represents the opportunity for you to maintain more balance in your life, personal, financial, as well as spiritual. And when I look at this person's input, I feel like their expertise coupled with their tactful way of pushing forward. There's a savoir-faire and a tactfulness about them that will make them be seen and heard without being off-putting to anyone who needs to listen. Because sometimes when people roar too much, that's very off-putting and people stop listening. So we need someone who's going to kind of present the information in a way that people will hear it and want to assist along the way. So in this path and in this moment,
This person makes me feel like they have put together a fair arrangement for you, Pamela, that can work, and they are actually able to invest the time. I also feel like not everyone had the time to give you, but this person seems like they will make the time for the cause. Does this make sense to you?
It does.
So move yourself in this direction. And, I'll think of what Denise was saying about her daughter. We're not in the last choice. This is not the last choice. So, and by that I mean, it's not like we're in a moment of desperation. I know people have tried to make you feel that way. This is the choice that will bring the outcome, and we have made this choice, and this choice will bring success. It is not something that we have to hope it works this time, otherwise we've got nothing. Do I make sense?
You make perfect sense. It feels like the right choice based on the people that I've spoken to. And I thought there were other right choices, but again, divinity at work here. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And for you, this is an exercise. So the exercise for you in your journey is for you to follow your intuition, for you to align more to God, for you to find your voice, for you to be seen, for you to be heard, and for justice to prevail. You see, many people have a difficulty with pushing forward to be seen and heard when they get pushed back and there's resistance. And so you had to learn to step out of your comfort zone and still choose to be seen and heard and still move forward in the direction of, I will not go quietly. I need this to be resolved. I see injustice here. And this project is not just about you, but it represents many who have fallen in your shoes, but fallen by the wayside. And so now you move forward. It'll be of great strength and encouragement that the angels will give you in this journey, and move forward with ease and grace. All right, Pamela?
Absolutely. Thank you for that validation. I love what you do when you coach people and help us find our own grounding and our own footing and our own knowing, and then to make our decisions, and then to be able to share with you for a little extra positivity and reinforcement to keep on trusting ourselves. So loving what you do, and so grateful that you give of your time like this.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And we all need a little validation, a little pat on the head that says, keep going, it'll all be well. So pat on the head from sunny South Florida to Massachusetts. It'll all be well, Pamela. Bye for now.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. God bless you. 888-565-1470. We are taking your phone calls, as you can see, all across the nation, and answering your life's questions. And no, as you can see from Pamela's call, we don't have to give everyone's exact name or kind of make it be so out in the open. Yes, we're on national radio, but yes, we can still speak candidly about all of life's questions. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're welcoming your phone calls as we journey through the states of the United States of America, answering questions and chat with our friends even from abroad as they call into the station, or perhaps share their questions on Facebook and YouTube. Visit us, sarahspiritual.com, learn more about what I do, and stay with us. We'll be right back. Before I walk through the door, do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me. Every soul has its story, like a movie play.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
We are back here live on WHFS and WWNN, and we are answering your questions all across the nation. And we are going, well, we just got to get on to Hendrickson, Nevada. We got Liz on the line. Liz, how are you tonight? Liz, you're live. I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me okay?
I hear you now. Thank you so much. And what's your
I'm good,
question?
thank you.
Yes, what's your question for us?
Well, we just have a lot going on out here in Nevada, financially and with challenges with my son. So just want some guidance as to where we should go.
Well, let me just talk about the energy around you personally first, and then we'll get into the energy of your son. So, Liz, for you this year, any financial challenges are supposed to be ironed out coming into the 2022 time, this early part of 2022. This is actually supposed to be a financial year. I don't know if you're planning on selling something or doing some business deal to lighten the load or make things easier for you financially, but it's going to be a financial flow for you in this 2022 time. So this is kind of a time of advancement and business or career moves for you. So if you're looking to make any adjustments, please keep that in mind because things are meant to pick up for you financially. What is your son's birthday?
January 2nd, 2003.
And what's the question on your son, please?
Well, he was just diagnosed with ADHD and autism, and he's 18. He's my stepson.
Okay.
So we just need to know what the next step is with him spiritually. We're having challenges with behaviors and outbursts.
Yeah. So, they just identified this, which means that it was kind of there, but nobody gave it enough attention. I also feel like there
Correct.
was a trigger. There was a trigger of something that kind of, the word I'm hearing is set him off and kind of propelled him into a new pattern of what my guides are calling bad behavior. Okay. And being more vocal about it. And I actually feel like he's been falling victim to the comparing mind, and we've got a lot of self esteem, self worth issues going on with him. Yes. Does he not feel like he fits in and blends in with the friend circle, please?
No, he does not.
Yeah. And so that energy of not feeling good enough and fitting in, we need to develop a new social connection for him so he can build his self esteem. Have we looked into the energy of counseling for him, please?
We have.
Okay. Very important for him to master communication and for him to become aware of how to govern his thoughts and emotions. Now, I know we're talking autism, and I'm not a doctor, but I'm feeling and recognizing it on a spectrum of the very like spectrum 1 or Asperger's, something that's not overly, I guess, interruptive to life. Does that make sense to you?
It doesn't, because we're just learning all about it.
Okay. So, autism, again, I'm not a doctor, but has different levels. I feel like he's in one of the more mild categories.
No, they said he's in an extremely autistic category.
Then that makes no sense to me. Now, I need you to hear this. How is it we got all the way through school and now we're 18 and suddenly we're being diagnosed as over the edge with autism? Autism doesn't just kick in. Not
No,
a
it
doctor.
doesn't.
So there were patterns of behavior that nobody recognized, not one pediatrician, not one teacher, not one guidance counselor. You need to get him evaluated by someone else.
Well, we realized that the school system he was in was in a different state, and they just kind of passed him through they knew all of this. They did not do his IEPs as they should have done.
Okay, got it.
And they just failed. And I was actually told that I should probably look at a lawsuit, because he is 19, graduated from high school with a modified diploma. Should not have. They should have handled this a long time ago.
So he was with another parent at the time with his,
Yes,
his
okay,
so
his biological
so
mother.
someone did not invest the time. Okay, so again, impossible that they didn't notice, absolutely impossible. And so now he's going to have to learn how to react and be conditioned in a different way. And he's going to have to be in environments that are comfortable for him. There's a lot of things that are, and again, I'm not an expert in autism, so I really can't speak much. But from what I feel from Spirit, he just needs a new environment that makes him feel safe and where he can express himself. And this is going to take some work. And I would speak to the other school, and I most certainly would pursue whatever is available to you, because yes, there will be a lot of work that has to be done so that he can have a functional life, and a lot of the skill set that many children with autism have experienced. There, of course, they were conditioned to behave in a certain way now throughout this life, that they have a skill set, they have a way of being. And so it's almost like he's a 9-year-old going out into the world, supposedly an adult, but he doesn't have the skill sets to do that.
Correct.
Okay. So there's a lot of work ahead of you, but this will be fine. This is a life lesson for him to learn how to find his inner truth, and he needs loving, kind, nurturing people to help him do that. And unfortunately, there's a sense of abandonment in his physical home of his parental upbringing. Okay. So
And that's struggling. He's been with us for over a year now, and we're still struggling with that abandonment issue that he felt.
And you will for a while. There's no getting around it. And I'm going to say something to you, Liz, and I want you to hear me and everyone listening. Abandonment's big. I know adults who don't have autism that are still struggling with abandonment issues. This is why I do a work called soul integration, because many of us feel like we weren't good enough or worthy, or we had a critical parent or an abusive situation growing up, and we just weren't validated. And that sabotages us and haunts us underneath the surface. And unbeknownst to us, we don't live the joyful, fulfilled life that we'd like. So it's big and it'll take time. But finding someone who is a therapist who specializes in this, and someone who is aware of working with children in or a young adult with autism. And again, I see the label they give, but my guides are still telling me that behaviorally he may be displaying a certain way because it wasn't modified earlier, but I don't really feel he's at the level that they're saying. And I do feel he can have a productive life within a lane that is comfortable for him so that he can be functional and in a better state and learn to control some of the emotions so that when he has his outbursts, it's not as off-putting as it is to you. And I know it's disrupting your entire household. But know that you're doing the right thing and you've taken on this battle, so to speak, because you are his voice box, you are his representative. And you and his father will move forward and seek the proper assistance for him. Until then, it's going to require quite the bit of patience because it's like having someone who's just angry all the time.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Liz, continue the journey. For this moment of this questioning, we are out of time. I do hope that I've given you some insight on the matter, please.
Well, you have. I think we're on the right path.
You are on the right path. Follow the path.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
You're
your
welcome.
time.
God bless you, Liz. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. And I've got to go to Isha. And Isha's in Panama City. Isha, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And is this your first time calling into the show?
Yeah, this is my first time calling.
And how did you hear about the show?
I actually was scrolling on Facebook and I saw the live and I was watching it
Well,
like
great.
a couple weeks ago.
Well, I welcome you. I welcome you. And we have just a couple of minutes before we break for the first hour. So what is your question for us tonight?
Yeah, so I would like to know, I'm trying to move to Canada. So
Yes.
I've been waiting like for 2 years for my green card, but they haven't made any decision. So I've decided
Correct.
that I want to move to a different country. So I want
Correct.
to know which is if I'm going to get through or if it's going to work out for me.
And do you have some residency at this time here for yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Only work authorization.
Okay. So this is going to be a little tricky, and you're going to require some assistance from a lawyer and I'm not a lawyer, but I will tell you that they're giving me the month 4. So they're making me feel like in April something will open up for you to have an ability to know more about your status here or how you can maneuver from here to Canada. So you've got a little bit of a wait between now and April where things are going to feel like they're not moving. But when April opens up, that's how they guide me here. They give me the energy opening. They're telling me that things will make a move for you that will be more conducive to what you want. So you're going to have to be content with where you are for this moment. And you're in Florida, so at least the weather's good. It's a little chilly in Canada. I just want to break it to you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, and with all these protocols and things in place, it'll slow things down a bit, but April things open up for you. So, yes, what is your secondary question before we go?
So what you're saying in April, I'm going to be there?
You'll get some more information as to how you're getting there and what's changing here, because there's still more information that's waiting to come back to you, according to my guides, that once you receive that, then you know if it's a go or you have to make other plans. We won't know till April because there's something coming for you in April.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We welcome you to the show. They're getting us ready to wave off for this first break. I hope you continue listening and keep us posted on this. I greatly appreciate you. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye. Yes, indeed. Things are moving slower than a snail, that's for sure. I've been seeing a lot of that. So everyone, whatever you've got processing in the journey, I want you to know that things do take time. And our hearts are out to all of you who are feeling a little stuck and stagnant at this time in the journey of life. Those of you listening to us on WHFS, we sure hope that you continue to listen and pop on over to WWNN. You can catch it on iHeartRadio or visit Sarah Spiritual on Facebook or YouTube to continue listening to the show. We're going to say goodbye to our friends in Tampa. just for now. We'll be back next Wednesday from 6 to 7 for those of you. I'm going to continue the show to my 7 to 8 o'clock hour here in sunny South Florida. Stay with us, everyone. Don't you go away. We'll go to commercial, and then we'll be right back on WWNN. Stay with us. Bye for now.
There's a light that shines down upon me, and there's a light that brightens up my day. There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Phone lines are open at 1-888-565-1470. That's 1-888-565-1470.
The opinions expressed on the preceding
Standing at the corner now, watching everybody pass me by. I've been waiting for my time, but I don't know which way to go. I'm at the crossroads of my life, and I don't know which way to go. I know there's no room there, that everything I've done brought me here. But I'm at the crossroads of my life. There's no time or mistakes. This is my defining moment now. At the crossroads of my life, there's no time for regrets, no time to lose, no time to cry, no time to waste it all. So I stand here one more moment and take a look to be sure the direction I may go is right where I wanna be for sure. 'Cause I'm at the crossroads of my life, and I'm standing here all alone. I've gotta make my way where I need to be, 'cause I'm at the crossroads that define me. At the crossroads
She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome back to the second hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions and to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all possible experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in. 888-565-1470. 888-565-1470. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can share the love and light.
There's a light, yes indeed, right here on WWNN 1470 AM, 95.3 FM, and 96.9. We're answering your questions all across the nation, 888-565-1470. We can't believe it, but we're closing out 2021 real soon. I can't believe Hallmark's got their Christmas movies up, so it's holiday Christmas Hallmark style. So those of you who watch your Hallmark movies, be sure to check the calendar. Yep. We are real excited about holiday season coming up. Deck the halls, fa la la. So in prepping for 2022 from a spiritual perspective, we need to know what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? So we've got our 2022 New Year's reading. We also have a 2022 kit that'll be coming out. You're going to have to look for that. That'll be announced soon. But we are taking your reservations for your New Year's sessions now. My schedule's filling up. My December's pretty much, pretty full. So we want to know what you want to know in 2022, and I've got all the questions and all the answers all lined up for each one of you. So if you'd like your personal session for your New Year's of 2022 and what the forecast is for the 2022, what's going to be going on in your career, your personal life, your finances, your spiritual journey, what your guides, what your angels have to say, we got those answers for you. So pop on over to sarahspiritual.com and check out our New Year's reading. Be sure to put your information in the box and let us know what your preferred time will be, and we are looking forward to connecting with all of you and answering those questions. And I thought I'd let you all know, I know it's only October, but we might as well stay ahead of the curve. And who wants to be the first one to have a New Year's reading? The New Year's readings begin December 10th. And we'll carry them into the 2022 year. So if you can't get to me till January, that's fine. We're going to keep keeping on. But I know you've got a lot of questions because Lord knows 2020 and 2021 gave us quite the questions. So let's see if we can get some answers ahead of the curve in 2022. We're going to go to our friends on Facebook. We've got some Facebook questions mounting and our YouTube questions. Then we're going to go back to our phone lines. We've got people in Tennessee and Connecticut, and we've got Tammy Bagwell. And Tammy, she's in Facebook. She's feeling very stuck in her life, and she's at major crossroads concerning career choice and also about her love life. And she really doesn't know what to do. And the interesting thing is here that, for Tammy, this time for you, my dear, offers you an opportunity to kind of pull out of the circle that you're in. It's time for you to make new choice in career. We need to step out of where we are. We are stuck and stagnant, and we are feeling unfulfilled. And we want to move into something that brings you joy and brings you happiness. And I know there's a little uncertainty as to what that is for you. But think of how you can be to service of the world and how you can provide for yourself and your family. And your love life, well, that's not really opening up in the direction of something that's going to show up for you. You've showed up for everybody else. I want you to look at the 2022 time as the perfect time for you to be open and receptive to meeting new people in your life and to have a choice of something that is validating and nurturing for you, Tammy Bagwell. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. We're going to take another question from Facebook or YouTube. And let's see who we've got. We've got our YouTube. We've got Cherry. And she says, help, love life is suffering. And is there a bright light in the tunnel anytime soon? And she gives her date of birth. Well, the bright tunnel, that light that's coming, could be an oncoming train if you stick with the love life people you've been dating, because they kind of seem like a hashtag train wreck. So, Cherry, I got to tell you, we've got to find some new prospects in the journey of love life. And when I look at the energy of your love life, and I see that this year's really more about getting your career in play and getting your music and your magic out into the world. So focus on that, and then love will come. But this is not the time to be entertaining any past lovers, because that's really not going to end well. So let's look for new love after we get our career underway. It's time to make some music, and rumor has it you've got the music in you. So thanks so much, Jerry, for your YouTube question. We're going to pull another question from Facebook or YouTube. We got Claire Moss. Claire Moss says, I'm really fed up. And she's like, I hope my question's chosen. Well, Claire, listen up, because we have chosen your question. She's been with this guy for 4 months, and she just feels the energy. You see, she's dating someone who's a widower. And she's feeling the presence of the widow. She's kind of haunted. She's kind of disturbing them. I think she's a little annoyed that someone's sleeping in her bed. That's kind of what I'm getting. But I got to tell you, Claire, all is not lost. You really need to clear the energy in that house. You need to use something stronger than sage. You might want to visit sarahspiritual.com and maybe contact us, and we can give you some ideas of things you can use to clear the energy, Claire, in that house and in that room, so that her energy isn't continually popping in and out. I understand she's a little off-putting. She's actually a little strong person, and I feel like she just is not ready to let go. Not usual for loved ones on the other side. Usually they graduate with grace and go into the light, but obviously she's got to be in her bonnet that someone's in her bed. So we're going to clear out the space, Claire, and then, yes, I don't see the relationship has to end. I say we need to adjust the energy, and well, you're living and you're with him, so we're going to just have to show her that you're the girl in charge now. Thank you so much, Claire. Don't put too much fear into this. It's all going to work out. Look for us at sarahspiritual.com to give you some guidance as to how to settle and clear that energy. Thanks so much for a very important question. You're not the first one to ask, and I know you won't be the last. Thanks so much, Claire. We're going to go to our phone lines, 888-565-1470, and I've got to go to Sue, and she's in Clarksville, Tennessee. Sue, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing well. Good to make a connection with you.
Oh,
and
I feel so blessed.
I'm glad we're able to make this connection. And up, up, up you go. And, I've got this song in my head. Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? It's kind of time for you to fly. It's time for you to kind of Be in alignment with things that bring you joy and happiness and harmony, and go on a hot air balloon ride. I don't know if you're afraid of heights, but it's time to move yourself up. And they're also making me feel
That's very interesting that you say that.
Why is that interesting?
My question is, with the time I have left here,
Yes.
I am wanting to be of service to others spiritually. And I would like to know the best way that I could do this, because there are circumstances surrounding this where I am limited.
Well, we're never limited. We think we're limited. But, the universe has a way of working around the perceived limitations. And when you say time you have left, please don't be punching a clock anytime soon, because I don't really see that coming. But I will tell you, it's interesting that 2022 represents a whole new career. Whole new career. Second half of life. And what does this look like for you is healing, energy of healing, and crystals, and metaphysical experiences. Yes. There's also an energy of communication. You're a positive communicator. You've got there's this song, got no diamonds, got no pearls, still I think I'm a lucky girl. I got the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
Exactly.
So that energy
I've
is
been
there
recently
for you.
put on hospice.
Well, that's what they say. That's what they did. But you have a positive energy. And I don't see it as a timeline that they present to you. See, you look at it as a limitation. I look at it as an opportunity. Let's look at where you are.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
Let's look at where you are. You are a healer. First, we're learning to heal yourself. Then you can send the healing energy to others. Now, of course, you may not be able to get in the car and go do that. But the power of the spoken word, my dear. You could bring the energy of healing to many, many people, Sue. You could record something. You could write something. You could communicate with others. You can do a healing circle right from your bed for everyone else. And you in turn would receive healing.
I was thinking about doing TikTok videos and trying to teach.
Exactly. The power of the word. What do you have to share?
So much.
Then record it now. You see, the soul is eternal, so it doesn't end in this embodiment. It will continue. Right. But your words, for those who are still here, they will stay, regardless of what the timeline is. But you're not punching a time clock anytime soon.
So there's a chance I can make it to Florida to see you.
I believe there's always a chance to do that.
Wonderful.
Sue, envision this. Every cell in your body in divine perfection, filled with the alignment of light that comes from the divine. See the breath of life flowing through you fully and completely. See your lungs filled with air. And see the disease and malaise being reduced to nothing. Open up yourself. Allow the divine to give you the time for you to be of service.
I can do that.
I know you can do that. And I believe that there's a mission for you. I really dislike the fact that they make all these assumptions, because no one really knows the story of the human spirit.
That is true.
So you have your spirit.
But it does plant a seed.
Yes. And that's
never good.
That's the seed of fear. I think you can handle a few things misaligned in the physical body.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I can deal with this.
You can. And in the meantime, record your messages, make note of them. There's so many that we could get. Amethyst. Amethyst represents transformation. Rose quartz is love. Citrine is healing and protection and wealth. Aventurine deals with abundance. Black tourmaline is protection. These crystals around you can almost create a vortex of energy. And you could see yourself in the pyramid of God. Just imagine, I did this vision with my apprentices in class. And we talked about the light, the rays of the light in the 7 chakras, beaming up and down the spine. Then beaming up to the top of the head, the Godhead, the crown of our head. And from there, we saw our heads open, like a chalice. And then see the beautiful golden light, speckled with green, healing energy, pouring down into the top of your head and infusing your entire body with healing.
Yes, easily done.
Easily done. And remember, I am that I am. And when you say I am that I am, the I am within you is the only energy acting here and now. You can recalculate the route. You have the power to extend. You are in more control of who you are and your outcome than you've ever given yourself credit for. Believe in that. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we've got to go back to the phone lines. Calls all across the nation. I hope to hear from you. 888-565-1470. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
0.9, and we're answering your questions all across the nation at 888-565-1470. And I've got to go back to the phone lines, and I've got Carol, and she's in Schenectady, New York. Carol, how are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Carol. Lower the radio or whatever you're listening to in the back. We
Okay,
can't have
yes,
that.
I will.
Thank
it was
you.
the radio. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. So let me tell you, we are on a clean slate here. I got a new attitude for you. It's time to wipe the slate clean. And they tell me that things have been very stuck and stagnant, and you're looking for like a launch pad to get yourself moving in a better direction. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And they also make me feel like, Carol, that you've been feeling kind of down and a little bit depressed as well. Is that also true?
Yes.
Okay. What is your question for us tonight?
I just wanted to see what my spirit guides got for me.
Okay.
I've just been hearing a lot of bad news through my doctor.
Years of her life, yes, please, grandmother?
Yeah.
Okay. She gives me the number 6. The last 6 years were not easy, but she pushed through. And she's a very strong-minded woman, yes?
No, definitely.
And you know, it's interesting. She makes me aware of your connection. Yes, my cholesterol,
My liver, my
pancreas. It's just a hot mess in
Yes.
there. I know.
Yes,
They got me the pancreas. Your pancreas.
my bone cancer, pancreas cancer, liver cancer.
Okay. All right. Pancreas seems to be a hot ticket right there. Okay, that seems to be really filled with misaligned energy here. Okay, but you are strong.
Yes.
And I feel like there's some treatments that you are going to be embarking upon a new program for something. Yes, please?
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come in the mail now.
Okay. So this is going to make a difference for you. This is going to help. I know it's not an easy journey, but your grandmother wants you to know that she's going to be with you, and she's going to be your cheerleader, just like you were her cheerleader.
Yeah, I needed that.
And you know, I got to ask you, Carol, did your grandmother used to wear an apron when she cooked or something, please?
That was my great-grandmother.
That was your great-grandmother. Does somebody still have the apron from great-grandma and grandma, please? Do we still have that apron somewhere?
My mother might have it.
Yeah, because she's showing me an apron. Like, that was significant to her. Okay, so I just want you to know that she's very much with you. And so I haven't seen an apron in a really long time, so it's kind of interesting for her to show me that.
Yeah, every time you go in her kitchen, she had an apron on.
Yes, she did. And it's time for you to just give yourself permission to get ready to enjoy the holidays, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You are not the physical maladies and disease of your body. You're a divine sovereign being, and you have the power to overcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Carol, for calling. I know you held for a while, so I appreciate that, too. Is this your first time calling into the show?
No, I haven't talked to you in about 6 months.
Well, thank you so much for calling back. We greatly
And I
appreciate it.
appreciate you.
Thank you. Keep us posted,
Everything
Carol.
you do for everyone.
It is my pleasure and my honor. Bye for now, Carol.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Have
Bye.
a good night.
You too. 888-565-1470. Now, from Schenectady to New York, we've got to go pop on over to Connecticut. I've got Doreen on the line. Doreen, how are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing great, Doreen. And is this your first time calling?
It is.
Welcome. How did you hear about the show?
I have a friend, Amanda, who comes down from Connecticut to see you.
Wonderful. Yes, indeed. I know Amanda well. Thank you. Tell her thank you so much for sending you our way. And, you know, this is kind of a new time for you in your life. It's really a time for you to maybe consider where you want to go next in your life, like maybe build a new circle of friends and kind of get into this new vibe of family and things. Is there an idea that maybe you might want to develop a new community or move yourself?
Yeah, actually, Sarah, yes.
Yes.
I recently just lost my significant other, and I mean recently.
Yes.
So I'm actually in a situation where I need to find another home.
Okay. So it is time for you to make a move in this 2022. Okay. Do not feel pressured that you have to rush. There will be time enough for you to get things in order. You have to be in the energy of the creation, not in the reactory energy. Yes, yes. Well, but you will not be rushed. Let's say that again. We will not be rushed. You will move in the energy and the time that works well for you. And
yeah, he was my fiance, correct?
Yes. So when I see that energy, he makes me aware of the things that you have in the house that are his, that belong to him, that you are to have for you. And you're aware of what those things are, correct?
I am.
Yes.
I am.
And he also shows me he's opening up looks like a dresser or a nightstand. Did he keep things that were special to him in a drawer next to the bed, please?
He kept some of his things that were,
Did, yes?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, before his wake. Yeah, they took quite a few things.
Quite a few things. Before his wake. Well, they were busy. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you also have a ring from him. Is this also true? He's showing me a
Let
ring.
Think. I may have something from when I was back in my early days with him.
Okay. I see a ring. Okay? I see a ring.
Okay.
So he's showing me a ring, and I don't know if it's a ring he gave you or a ring that he has. So did they take all the jewelry?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Did
Sarah,
they
you cut
take
out.
Did they take all the jewelry?
They took his briefcase, and I'm not certain what was in there.
Okay.
I know they were looking for a ring.
Okay. See, so there still might be a ring in the house because I feel like you're supposed to have that ring because he's showing me a ring.
Okay.
So take your time, go through things. You will make a move. It's possible that maybe Connecticut isn't the place for you any longer either.
You know, Sarah, that's so funny that you say that. For the time being, I have to stay here. I take care of my mom, but my goal is to go to Florida.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see you staying in Connecticut. So I understand now we are in a moment of...
I mean, he came home for hospice. I ended up getting some medical.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it was hellacious.
Mm-hmm. And for now, you're in your own recovery, your own self-care, and from there, you'll make the move to something better for yourself.
Okay, and
So
I'll
don't
be able to
intimidated.
handle this myself as far as financially.
You'll be all right. You're strong. You'll figure it out. The universe always provides.
It does, especially when you're positive and you do your positive affirmations and you pray.
Prayer solves everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Doreen, thank you so much for calling in. I know you were on hold for a while, so thank you so much for holding. We greatly appreciate it.
Sarah, thank you so much for your guidance. I truly appreciate it, and I'm really grateful.
I'm glad we've made this connection. Sorry for your loss. This, too,
Thank you.
will take some time to heal, and all will fall into place for you. Trust the process.
I will. Thank you so much for your lovely guidance.
You're welcome.
Grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank
Bye for
you.
now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. And we're going to go to Alicia, and she's in Chicago. It's a heck of a town there in Chicago. Let's see what's going on. It makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
And they're also talking to me about support. So they make me feel like you're not feeling supported. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. What's your question for me tonight?
I am unbalanced. That was one of my questions. And what does my spirit guides have for me? What direction am I going? Is there a relationship coming? Is what you talked about, the new jobs? Yeah, I am trying to make career changes. I'm trying to make decisions about which way I want to go, and I want to move from Chicago. Want to know.
Okay, take a breath, because I have to see life opens up for primary partnership and relationship. I feel as if you've been attracting people who have not been able to hold their ground and stand up for you and by your side. And now it's time for you to just take care of self and reposition yourself. Things are a little too expensive for you where you are as well. Is that also true?
Yes.
Okay. So finding a place that's better, and you may want to leave Chicago. That's something else you might want to consider. You have another place in mind, please?
Yeah, I have another place. I was thinking of moving south to the southern states, to Mississippi. I've been talking about that, thinking about it over the last 6 months.
Okay. Well, look more into that, see what the work would be like for you, and start to make those plans, because it's not going to change until you change something. Yes?
Yes.
2022 will be a better year for you, more so you're going to be your own hero today, okay? Because you will find your way to a new lovely spot, get a little more balance. I see a new job coming for you. So, well, put on your looking glass because it's time to start looking, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Take a bite of that sweet potato pie. I want you to think of me because that's some really good stuff.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
888-565-1470. Gosh, now I'm hungry. Well, we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we're coming right back to the phone lines. So stay with us, everyone. Don't you go away. Still got a little more time. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 888-565-1470. That's toll free. 888-565-1470.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual at 888-565-1470. Toll free, 888-565-1470. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my verse? I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking with all of you all across the nation every Wednesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. So if you didn't get through to us tonight, 888-565-1470, I sure hope you give us a call and join us, because the conversation's always interesting here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. If you would like to have your own personal session with me, you can visit sarahspiritual.com. There you'll see all the different sessions I offer. And if you're wondering, what does 2022 hold for you? Oh, Lord, the year of you. It's actually a year of soulful self-mastery. Like we haven't had enough self-reflection. 2022 is the year you deep dive in your soul and you kind of claim your authenticity and your sovereign self. And we're going to be tuning into that energy. So I sure hope you book your personal session for 2022 so you're ahead of the curve and ready for what's next. Because 2022, watch out, guys, because we ain't seen nothing yet. Well, let's go to our phone lines again, 888-565-1470. I'm going to take a call from Jacksonville, Florida. I've got Sunita on the line. Sunita, what is your burning question here on the crossroad of life? How can I help you tonight?
Hi, Sarah. I wanted to know what good news Spirit has for me.
Well, I'd like you to ask a question regarding a specific area here. We're kind of winding down to the end of the show. So what's your question? What area of life do we want to kind of peek into here?
Love life.
Love, love, love. Do we have a birthday associated with the other partner, please?
6578.
So they've been kind of looking at some self-examination and kind of reviewing some things within themselves, yes, and trying to get themselves in order. Does that make sense to you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an important process for them. But they do seem very grounded and connected to you, yes? You feel safe when you're with this person, yes?
Yes.
Okay. This person is working through their stuff, my guides tell me. But it's not like they've got a lot of baggage. It's just that they're trying to get things in a place where they feel like they're more in flow. It's very important for them to feel grounded and secure. And they don't like to come from a place of fear, scarcity, or uncertainty. They're very much in their head. This makes sense, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the two of you in your head is just a hot mess, but when you both get thinking, so that could complicate things. But this person does have strong intentions and strong visions of what they'd like the future to be. And my guides make me feel, the angels make me feel, as if you two have had some conversation about what could be next in this relationship, which is on the newer side, yes?
Yes.
Okay. This is a good relationship, and we are to let it unfold. We'll know more where this is going to be on the turn of the crossroad of life in the month of February. That's where things start to open up for both of you. Your birthday for you is going to open you up on a new financial path. Have you been thinking of making some investments or some shifts for work to gain more finances? This is going to be a positive time for you. Is that something you've thought of?
Yes.
It is the time for you. So it is all good news here. We are on path. We are discovering ourselves in a new way with someone who makes us feel safer and more comfortable and able to be ourselves unapologetically. How refreshing is that for a change?
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Stay out of your head, Sunita. Live in the moment and just enjoy where you're at. And know that this individual is coming from a place from their heart. But their mind has to have things in a certain order. And if you give them the chance to do that, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I've been of service to you, and I look forward to peeking into 2022 for your New Year's reading when the time is right.
Yes.
Lord knows we have fun with those. Bye for now, my dear.
God
bless
Sarah.
you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
888-565-1470. And I've got to go to, we've got to pull out a couple of calls here before we disconnect. And I've got to go to Pauline. Pauline's in Fort Lauderdale. Pauline, how are you?
Hi, good night, Sarah.
Good to connect with you. And this is a year of great expansion for you, expanding in your higher being and your connection with God. And I feel like you want to make a move for your finances so that things are better, safer, more secure. Is this true?
Yes.
Okay, what is your question for me, Pauline?
I have an upcoming case.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to know how is that going to be?
Okay. And this case involves money, please?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. An upcoming case, the case is being heard at the end of November or somewhere in November, please?
Yes.
Okay. But there was something that they were trying to say that kind of tried to discredit what you were saying and claiming. Is that also true? Yes?
Kind of, yes.
Yes. Did we do our interview?
Not yet.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be coming. It's coming towards the end of this week. I just wanted to know, there's kind of a situation there's no top, so I've got to improvise.
Mm-hmm. Stick to your truth. Stick to your path. Speak your truth.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Stick to your truth. Speak your truth.
Stick to my truth.
Yes. Watch the improvisation. Okay? Because you want to be as straight with them as possible, and you have to make sure that after you complete this interview, that things are, you know your next step in this process, okay?
Yeah. Everything is sort of on the table right now. It's just for them to do the decision. I'm not going to be speaking. It's for their final.
They have all the information, yes?
Yes, it's just for their final. And I'm supposed to be I ordered something which I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to be getting it towards the end of the week from you. So I just want to,
trust the process. Okay? They're showing me, we never quite end exactly where we want to be, but it's going to be reasonable and fair. Okay?
Yes.
Just trust this process. And pray the 23rd Psalm and the 27th Psalm so that they will show favor on you. And I'm sure we'll touch base after you receive what you ordered from us, and we'll see what comes next. All right, my dear?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Bye. 888-565-1470. We sure hope you enjoyed the show. We've been at the crossroads of life, and next week, I don't know where we're going, but we'll let you know. Be sure to subscribe to Sarah Spiritual's newsletter. Go to sarahspiritual.com. We are welcoming you to the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. You'll learn more about that at sarahspiritual.com. Thank you so much for sharing time and space with us. God bless you. As always, it's a pleasure to be of service. Good night, and I am Sarah Spiritual.
There's a light leading the way. Oh, there's a light.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answers your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station.